All right, welcome to the Growth Mindset Show. This is another episode of Growth Mindset Show being live broadcasted from Philadelphia, outside of Philadelphia. Everyone, thank you for joining. I see people are joining on Twitter Spaces as well as on YouTube, Facebook. Everybody, thank you for joining us. Um, Today we are trying something different. We are live broadcasting in two places. This Twitter Spaces as well as on our YouTube and Facebook and other channels. If you have any questions, you can ask your questions on Facebook comments, or you can raise your hands on Twitter Spaces. So we're going to try to figure this out. Simon, you want to just quick raise your hand? So I want to test this feature out. All right. So how does this work? Let's see. Invite to speak. I can invite to speak. Go ahead, code B. Let me make you a speaker. Invite to speak. Simon, see if you can become a speaker here. I did invite you speak. Actually, I should invite you co-host. Simon, can you speak?
Yeah, I can speak now.
Oh, there you go. Awesome, awesome. So this is good. So I think people has to kind of start speaking when they're invited to speak. Perfect. Sounds good.
Looks good.
All right, so now I need to mute you. How do I remove to speak? So I'll make you a co-host so you can manage that, okay?
Yeah.
All right, so see if you are co-host now. So everybody who's watching live, please be patient. We are actually testing something different. We are testing these Twitter spaces live. All right, Simon, you are co-host now. You can manage here.
Yeah, all right. I can do everything.
All right, so I'm gonna mute you here. I think you can continue, but I'm gonna continue my show, okay? And then you can manage here in second half. We can take people's questions.
Perfect. Hi, Mahesh.
Code B, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. And how are you?
All good, all good.
Yes, I have a question regarding growth mindset.
Sure.
How we can train our mind for thinking big?
Yeah, go ahead. What's the question?
Yes, my question is regarding how we can train our mind for thinking big.
Thinking big. Okay, this is a good question. All right, guys, we're taking live questions here from Twitter Spaces. Code B asked, how can we train our mind to think big? Think big can be, think big is already a big thing, right? So I don't know what think big means, but I guess big idea, like creating something big, right? Changing the world.
Yes, yes.
So when you say think big, to me in my mind, think big is like Elon Musk building Tesla, or launching rockets, or something really big, or building some Facebook or big community. So to me, thinking big is also, I don't think you plan, say, let me think big. Okay, this is not how it comes. If you look at the history of anybody who changed the world, or who built something big, one thing they had in common is they had a dream. Okay, they had a dream that when they were either probably young, or doesn't matter what time or age you got that dream, but you said you're gonna do this thing in life. And the dream was so big that it became their passion. And when you have something you're passionate about, when you are something you love, when you are close your eyes at home, you're laying around, you're thinking about something, that's your passion. If you combine your dream and your passion, that's how you build big things. Because you don't plan big things saying, oh, let me work on in a company and I'm gonna make this company big. That's good, but that's not really motivated by your passion or dream. Anything is motivated by a passion or a dream is the something where you can, that's how you think big. You don't really plan on it. It's you basically, pretty much that's what you are. So you would say, okay, how, C Sharp Corner is a pretty big community. If you are, anybody who's not familiar, we have millions of people join, attend. This community has been here for 20 years or so or more. But it's not because I plan it. I didn't say, you know what, I'm going to plan a website or a community that will help millions of people around the world. That's not how I did it. I had a dream, I
Yes,
had a
yes, I'm a big
passion
fan
that.
of Shop Corner, and I also used to write an article on that. And
Awesome.
I appreciate you.
Very, very, thank you so much for being a part of the community. So when I thought of that, it's not that I didn't wake up and say, I'm going to build something big. I just said, I want to share something with the community, give back, and I want to build an open platform for people where they can share and learn and grow in their life and career. That was the idea. How it became big, it all became big because a lot of people also believe in that same idea. They learn from it. They say, you know what, I probably can help other people. So when I'm saying, what I'm trying to explain to you is that when you say you want to think big, you just need to ask yourself what you really want to be in your life, what you want to do, what is your dream, and what is your passion. Once you start thinking that way, you're going to start thinking big. Number one. Number two, any big thoughts or big plan or big achievements are not, they never started with financial gains. If you look at the, maybe Facebook makes billions of dollars now, but that's why not Facebook started. Google is billions of dollars company now, but Google did not start saying, oh, we're going to build a $1 billion company. They started, let's solve a problem. And what was the smallest problem? They tried to solve that problem, and that problem eventually became big because more people joined the same cause. So one of the thing with all these big ideas is that all the people who start these big ideas is that they have something that more and more people believe in their ideas. And it's because their idea is not focused around profits or money. Because if anything is focused around profits or money or personal gains, once you don't get those gains, you will lose your passion, you will lose your focus, you will lose you know your big thoughts behind it, because you will move on. So that's what my belief is, that if you want to build something big, you need to do something which you truly believe in it and you're passionate about it, because even you fail doing it, you will still be happy and you still be doing that. For example, I'll give you an example. If somebody, you know like trains and building and in engineering, they start building something and then work for a company that's building trains, chances are they will end up building something big. So hopefully that answers your question. All right, so back to our growth mindset show today. My name is Mahesh Chand. I'm founder of C Sharp Corner. This show is every Friday, 12 noon. Today we just trying something different. We are live streaming on StreamYard, and all, as well as on Twitter Spaces. So it's like we just started literally. We didn't plan on it. We just, it's like production launch happened right there, without testing, without QA. And Simon was laughing 5 minutes ago. He's like, "Yeah, let's do on Twitter Spaces." So thank you for hanging out here with me on Twitter Space. I see Kumar, Farjat, Praveen, Pawan, and Stephen. You're joining us from Twitter Spaces. So today I want to talk about a few things. Okay, Deepak joined us here on YouTube, from YouTube. Abhishek Tyagi, welcome to the show. I have Vansh Kashyap joined us from YouTube. Everybody, Ravinder, welcome to the show again. I see you guys every week. Sorry, so last couple of weeks have been pretty, I was out of this growth mindset. Last what happened last week was we had a big storm here in the US. And actually somebody asked, like, is there a storm in the US? There's flood. Yeah, there's a lot of flood and storms in the US, and my basement got flooded. So we have a basement, there's a carpet in the basement, tiles in the, lot of stuff in the basement. So basement got flooded, and we had about like a 1 foot of water in there. So if you want to speak, guys, you can request and I'll give you access, or Simon can give you access after that. So yeah, my basement was flooded. So last week I ended up taking the carpet off, and there's a lot of work because if you don't move water right away, there's a mold start in the basement. It's a big project. So that's why we were I disappeared from growth mindset. So let's just say that. So, but we are back on track now this week. Uh, this is a weather is nice here in the US, so we have started doing a lot of live events now. In coming time, you will see there's more in-person activities starting here in the US. As a matter of fact, next Thursday I'm hosting the first in-person conference slash. This is not a conference, really smaller event focused around metaverse, NFTs, and Web3 world. Um, and I think well, we are also working on a big conference on Bcrypt. If you check out bcrypt.live, um, then you will see there's a lot of more content and learning coming around the Web3, NFTs, metaverse in those spaces, which is all around blockchain as well. So blockchain is also something I have been working for a while. So back to the growth mindset. So today is our last episode of growth mindset show. We are now changing the name. So next week we are starting a new show called Build Better Software. um, Let me repeat this again. Today, this is the last episode of Growth Mindset Show. Uh, it's because I'm starting a new series. The new series will be Build Better Software. So that's where I will only talk about the software. How do you build better software from every part of the software, starting from the requirement to the delivery and the launch and everything. So that's where we will start next week. Today's show, we will talk about a few things on C Sharp Corner, what's going on. Then I will, in the end, I will also invite a special guest, talk about something else we are launching on C Sharp Corner, which we already have launched. Um, so when you think of this C Sharp Corner as a community, and I know many of you guys are already probably there. If you're not there on C Sharp Corner, check it out. But our purpose has always been is to help people who are in need. And now we want to go to the next level. We want to build this as a more like a professional network, not just you learn and read articles and learn programming, but we want to also give you more, means you can connect with people, look at your growth, ask your questions, get advice on I want to become a software architect, how can I do that? So that said, I think in our one of our next 2 weeks I'm going to bring a special guest, and we will talk about one of the topic will be how to become a software architect. So if you are a software developer, junior developer, senior developer, lead, and you want to become a software architect, that's where I will talk in next. I will announce that in this coming week. So either it's this next week or week after, and I'm going to bring a special guest for that. But you will learn everything. How do you become a software architect? Yeah, we can take some questions if you guys have any questions. Questions can be about anything. It can be about growth mindset, software architecture, your job, consulting. Simon, you can open up the spaces. I want to test out more spaces and get some questions.
Yes, I have a question related to a C Sharp corner. Is there any idea to rebrand C Sharp corner? Means name C Sharp is like example like is related to C Sharp. There is a it's a big platform. There is a Java and other technologies are there. And is there any plan to rebrand like Facebook change is to Meta?
That's a good question. That's a very good question, and we have been thinking about this for many years because you said, and you agree. I mean, you're right. C sharp corner is just C sharp language anymore. It's a Java. We
Yes.
have Android. We have databases. We have blockchain. We have NFTs. Everything. So we cover anything about newest and latest and greatest technologies. Do we want to change the name? So we have a new domain called c-sharp.com, but again it's this programming language, but we could pivot to C sharp. Like, do you C sharp means, I don't know yet, but the problem right now, the biggest problem with C sharp is that that there are not too many good names available. All are taken. I tried a lot of different good, awesome, cool names, but nothing is available. So that's the challenge. But again, we are brainstorming in that. We plan to do that. I think it should happen because again, yeah, you're right. It's not just C sharp language anymore. Hopefully
Yes,
that.
we can ask suggestion of our community as well, and that can be very helpful.
100% agree. We should definitely ask community. The biggest problem is, let's say, yeah, let's get a new name. Let's call it, whatever. But that name also has to be available. The domain also has to be available, right? That's the thing. Um, and a lot of those we tried different domain names, different around technology like dev, this and that. It was hard to find a good name. So, but we will keep thinking and brainstorming that. I think in next MVP summit we're gonna do that. Simon, do you have a date for that already or not?
Yeah, we have the dates, but we have not announced it. It's internally been discussed. We have shared it with some of our board members, but we have not announced it. It is scheduled to go public next week. But
Perfect.
MVPs, C# on MVPs will know first before.
Right. So we are announcing later this year. I know it's later this year. It's not this month or next month. It'll be it will be in the last quarter of this year. We will announce the MVP summits. We call it C Sharp Corner Conference. That's where all MVPs and our authors they come and sit down in person and meet for a few days. That's where we are going to actually propose some name changes in C Sharp Corner. Hopefully, that's where we can make some decisions. But great questions. This is awesome. Like at least somebody is hitting the right questions. We have been thinking about this for a while. All right, guys. So let's continue our chats. While you have any questions, just raise your hand on Twitter Spaces, and Simon will get your question in. We have few more people joined in already on Twitter Spaces. That's great. I think what's his name? Deepak had a question. He was raising a hand. On the YouTube, looks like Prinka had joined us. Prinka, a few people other joined us. If you have any questions, guys, anything around this, I think that's a spam. Once and anybody, yeah, just like ask your questions. So let's go back to our C Sharp Corner announcements. So we are definitely going to have a C Sharp Corner annual conference this year. That's for sure. Simon is going to announce the dates. It's coming time. What we are also doing is that we are opening up in-person local chapter events. If you don't know that in-person local chapter events were run by our MVPs in different cities, and I think Simon, you're probably starting that this month in Noida, Delhi, Gurgaon, those areas. And I think few other MVPs has also thinking to start in other cities. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, I'm really excited that we're starting this meetup once again. And the first meetup that we are doing is towards the end of this month. We're doing it in Delhi. And from Delhi, then we're traveling to Indore. We are heading over there. And we're also going to Jaipur. We're also going to Hyderabad. We just created a group in WhatsApp with all the local organizers of the Hyderabad. So next couple of 3 months, we are restarting all our offline meetups that we did before the pandemic. We're really looking forward to it. Before the pandemic, we did even conferences in every single city. So if anyone who's around, do join us. We'll keep on posting about these meetups from our C Sharp on our Twitter and LinkedIn handles. Just the way we did live shows and virtual conferences, we are really looking forward for this in person, and we would love to have you all joining us there. And we have, as always, many giveaways and goodies.
Yeah, so if you are local, to any cities, try to get involved early because we do need local help. Again, goal is to do these in-person events in more and more cities. If you're local in your city and you don't have a chapter, you didn't have any previous chapter, reach out to Simon or other WhatsApp groups and ask that you want to start a chapter. The only condition to start a chapter in your local city is that you have to have few MVPs in there. It can be just one person saying I want to do the chapter event, because problem with that is just in case one person is get busy, and that's why we kind of don't uh, encourage that part. So you have to have few people there helping that. All right. So with that said, we have launched something called training, online training on C Sharp Corner. I don't know if you guys seen that. If you saw that, you have any comments or feedback on that? I think Pawan has asked to join for a question. Simon.
Yeah, Pawan, you speaker now.
Yes, my sir. So, what would be the ideal skills or things which is required to be a C Sharp MVP?
That's a great question. So, how do you become a C Sharp Corner MVP? There's articles and blogs are written on C Sharp Corner, but MVP is a somebody who is contributing and helping other people learn new technologies, right? So if you are on C Sharp Corner, you contribute your articles or blogs, or you answer forum questions, or you speak at the local chapter events or conferences. Uh, Anything you do, or you are helping make the product better, you are promoting, helping, anything you do help uh, growth of C Sharp Corner, that's MVP award is for. It's annual award, so you get this award every year for doing the work for last 1 year. For example, if you are answering forum questions to C Sharp Corner and you are one of the top active users on that, that will be qualify you for an MVP award. If you are a blogger, you write blogs, so you write articles, or you share your code, or anything you do, or more activity you do on C Sharp Corner, that is how you qualify to become an MVP. So hopefully that answers. There is a detailed article on C Sharp Corner. So if you search C Sharp Corner for MVP, you will also see a bunch of articles on there. All right. So looks like we have another question. You're welcome. Simon, you want to pick? We have another question.
Which one? Did anyone raise hand? I don't see any request.
Taqir Ahmed has raised a hand. I think he left probably. Is there? Taqir, you still there? So, all right. So let's bring Archie right now. Simon.
Hi everyone. Hi Mahesh. Hi Ramesh.
Hey, how are you, Taqir?
Thank you for inviting. As Mahesh sir said that I think the topic is to give how about you? How about you? How about you?
You're welcome. It was a little noisy. Office was a little noisy, but I didn't get the question. Simon, any question? Any question?
I think we're all good. We have PA joining us.
Awesome. Hey, Archie, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, Mahesh?
Good. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can.
All right. So, Archie, welcome to the show. This is Growth Mindset Show. This is the last show. You are on the last show. So next week we are starting a different show. You want to talk about a little bit what? First of all, welcome to the C Sharp Corner team. You just
Thank
joined
you.
C Sharp Corner. You joined recently. You want to tell everybody about what you do at C Sharp Corner and what is your role and what you plan to do in coming time.
Thank you, first of all, for having me on the show. Although this is the last one, but I'm still lucky. So I'm equally excited. I guess this is my second time I have been on this show. So,
Yes.
yeah. And talking about myself, I guess I'm working as an executive for editing, editorial executive when it comes to ebooks and trainings and video courses and online trainings and publishing, book publishing basically. So I'm dealing that. And I deal with different authors, instructors, trainers, and I have this kind of a work zone where I keep in touch with them, and so that they can create and we can create a teaching marketplace altogether in C Sharp Corner, basically.
Yep. Okay. So that's a good. So I was talking to everybody who joined us today. Is that oh, you wanna your I think your volume is a little too high. Can you turn it down a little bit,
Sure.
Archie? Yeah. So as I was saying, C Sharp Corner, now we want to go beyond just writing articles, blogs, and code sharing. We want to build this as an entire ecosystem where people can not only learn, but they can get the training, they can get certification, they can get, go through the challenges, they can apply for the jobs. So that's kind of direction we are building. And one of the part you joined C Sharp Corner is to bring the publishing and the online training part. So
Yeah.
have you launched a, yeah, I know online training, we've been trying this for a while. Have you launch any online courses on C Sharp Corner yet? You want to talk about that a little bit?
So, when it comes to teaching marketplace, when it comes to online training and video courses, uh, that's where Norton basically comes up. And we are trying to build up a social platform when it comes to instructor led trainings or live trainings or video courses which are already been uploaded, and people can just enroll and have access to all those courses. They can just go ahead on that platform and search their instructor, search their courses, search their technologies, and just go and enroll themselves. And we have built this sort of a platform which is called as Norton. Norton is the name, and we are being on the initial stage, we really, really are interested to get it built up and get it on a level where we can actually think that, yeah, this teaching marketplace is something where people can actually come up and learn something. This is something where practical software learning can be established. So that is what we are trying to make. And yeah, we have launched Norton recently.
Great. And Archie, what else are you doing with, like, I think your plan is also to go travel to different cities, meet different MVPs, be a part of this whole C Sharp Corner community. So
Ideally,
if
I would.
somebody, let me ask you this, if somebody wants to write a book on for C Sharp Corner or training, how should they start and who should they contact?
They can directly contact me on LinkedIn, or they can directly contact anyone or from the C Sharp Corner team. They can connect them with me. And from there, there is a process of everything when it comes to outline making, establishing, editing, reviewing the content, and everything. And there I can guide them. So for the first stage, they need to contact me on LinkedIn or Twitter or Facebook or anywhere on the C Sharp Corner community page as well, so that anyone from the C Sharp team can connect them with me. It's that simple as it can be.
Okay, perfect. So anybody who wants to write a book on programming and publish on C Sharp Corner, they can reach out and contact Archie. Well, Archie, thank you so much. Today we are having a little challenge with, because I'm live streaming this on Twitter Spaces as well. So I don't
Cool.
think our people who are joining us, they can hear us on Twitter Spaces. So thank you so much for joining us in quick short notice, and hopefully I'll bring you back in one of the, you know, future episodes.
Waiting
All
for
right.
you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
All right. So with that said, I think, yeah, we are learning about these Twitter spaces, how they work. Looks like people are still hanging out. Simon, do you have anything else to plug in today's episode? Sachin has a question. We can also take Sachin's question after that.
No, I think I am good. I'm traveling, just like next week, I'm traveling Nepal to do this Nepal Cloud Summit. So that's what we're doing.
So why don't you talk about this, what you're doing in Nepal?
So last year we did this cloud summit. It was a global event that we did it, and this week we are going in person. We're trying to do hybrid, and we're starting it from Nepal. The event is on April 23. We have about 10 to 12 speakers, and people can join in over there, hang around, get along once again, meet people in person, and we have some cool giveaways there. I will be there. C Sharp will have C Sharp Corner MVP party. So we're starting back once again with this in-person event. So yeah, if you cannot be there, it will be live streamed on C Sharp Corner channels, and yeah, just tune in.
So this will
And
be
yeah,
live
I hope
streamed. Okay. So one of the challenge I think right now people are having, or we are having, is Simon, is that if we cannot do this both, we cannot do StreamYard and Twitter Spaces. We have to do one next week, one or other. Okay. Yes, that's one thing. um, Problem with Twitter Space is that if I'm trying to show something in my presentation, we can't really do that. So that's we have to work on those things. Don't we also have another partner conference coming up with Microsoft? You want to talk about
Yeah,
that?
exactly. Yeah, so we have again partnered with Microsoft for this Azure Cosmos DB conference that's happening next week on April 19. This is the conference that is actually organized by Microsoft, and C Sharp Corner for the second time has been the only community partner who actually streams this official conference. The best part was watching on our destination is that there's no buffering, and all our chats and questions get answered so very quickly. So just tune into csharp.tv and you'll find the conference streaming over there on April 19. It will be streamed 3 times in 3 different time zones, and Scott Hanselman is the one who is going to keynote this conference. It will be streamed on America's time zone, Indian time zone, and Europe time zone. And apart from that, we also do many other Microsoft events. It's not just Azure Cosmos TV. We also have serverless and other events coming up later this year. So yeah, you can just tune into csharp.tv and watch the official Microsoft Cosmos TV conference.
Awesome, awesome. Oh, great. That's great. So yeah, if and this is direct from the people who are building Cosmos DB. It's just not me and you. These are the Microsoft people who are actually the team who are building behind the product, right? So you can ask your question direct. So hey, Rizwan, welcome to the show. I see the Sandra Chu has joined us. Say hi from Twitch. We are also streaming this on Twitch, Simon.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we have
streaming it for more than 2 years.
So first time somebody joined from Twitch. That's awesome, and looks like people joining definitely from YouTube a lot. So that's great. Hi, nice meeting you. Hi, everybody. If you have any other questions, we'll hang out for a couple of more minutes. Looks like Dhananjay DJs were listening us on here on Twitter Spaces. So this is good. We just need to figure out how to make it work. Anything else you want to plug in, Simon, before we're done here?
Yeah, Dhananjay is here. So quick check for guys who have not seen our update on social media that C Sharp is also the sponsor for this NG India that's happening in the month of May. Our entire team will be there. We're really happy to support any community events that's happening across the ecosystem of developers. So yeah, our team will be there with the NG India, and any one of you who's doing meetups. It doesn't have to be Microsoft technologies. It can be Google, it can be Firebase, it can be Angular, React, anything that you guys are doing. If you need C Sharp kind of support, just hit me, Mahesh, or C Sharp on Twitter or LinkedIn handles. We would love to help in any way possible. So yeah, our support goes out to all the community out there.
Yeah. So I think Andy in GI is this is second year in a row or third year in a row. I'm not sure, but it's one of his third year. Fourth year. Oh wow, wow! Time flies. So NG India is a conference, is an in-person conference. It's in New Delhi, right? And it's one of the largest conference on Angular, I believe, in India. Done by a lot of good, great speakers. A lot of them we know. You probably know trainers, mentors, doing this for a while. And these guys doing this awesome event. It's a great show, great hotel. That's the hotel I love. We do our conference there. So yeah, if you want to learn Angular, full day learning, it's not too much costly at all. Just check out NG India. Search on Twitter, Google. I'm sure you'll get the website. Check it out. This is going to be fun. I wish I was there. Looks like a lot of great speakers there on the website.
Yeah, we're gonna take a lot of pictures from that conference, and we're gonna make you jealous, give you a FOMO. So yeah,
yep, there you go. Yeah, Rizwan asked question that Simon, are you in Nepal right now?
No, not yet. I'll be there on April 21st, just 2 days before the event. I'll reach in the evening. But yes, Rizwan, you are a C Sharp Corner MVP, so you get to attend the C Sharp Corner exclusive party. You're gonna hear from me next week. There's so many perks of being a C Sharp Corner MVP. Sometimes we forget to. So yeah, yeah, you'll hear from me next week, and we're gonna rock Kathmandu.
Wow, looks like there's a big part. There looks like there's a big party going on in Kathmandu, Nepal. No, nobody inviting me. Nobody's inviting me. That's not good. You guys will have fun. Definitely share some pictures and photos and videos. Um, so that's good. So with that said, again, Rizwan, yes, this is the last episode of Growth Mindset. I will still be there. So show will. Let me remind you, we are just changing the name, right? Growth Mindset is done because the idea with Growth Mindset was something non-programming, but the same time, same day, I'm bringing another episode, another show. It's called Build Better Software. So that will be focusing on building better software, not just building software. Because why do I want to bring that is that there's so much software being built out there, and it's just bad. A lot of software is so bad that there's always a problem coming with the scalability, with the security, just lot of others. So our focus with the build better software will be to focus on how to build better software, right? Its very name says it all. But we will still be doing the same thing in that show as well. So yeah, I'm still here. I'm coming back. And everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with me on this Friday. The great questions, everybody. Hopefully I'll see you again next Friday, same time. Thank you.